and Chris Ballard. Select future Hall of Famer, linebacker from Stanford, Bobby Okereke.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Lawrence Owen. This is Colts Law. Make sure you subscribe and hit like to this video if you enjoy it, and go check out my streams. Alright, I got two different sets. I got stuff for just the Indianapolis Colts. I got stuff for just the NFL in general. Now the stuff from the NFL in general is from Sportscaster, because that's where I work. I am a broadcaster for Sportscaster News. Myself, Ray Rout, and Joe Nubo. Alright, so go check us out on Sportscaster. There's a link in the description below. Also, check out the link. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, wherever. There's also links for where you can, help support me to be able to keep continuing to bring these kind of videos to you. My apologies. I have been wanting to do this Bobby Okereke film breakdown for over a month now, but I have just been so busy covering other NFL stuff on Sportscaster that it's really knocked back my stuff. Also, my film rooms that I've done for Bring the Juice podcast has kind of set me back a little bit. I've been waiting. I decided, you know what? I don't care. It's been long enough. The NFL season's getting ready to start, and now I need to get this out for guys and women like you. So before we get into it, I just want a little breakdown. As you've seen on the thumbnail, I was like, is he the next Darius Leonard? Believe it or not, that was what he was comped to coming out of college by a lot of people. Darius Leonard, his speed, his arm length, his range, his body style, his body type, his play type. A lot like Darius Leonard. But he's a Mike linebacker. Now, don't get me wrong. He's a smart kid. He could play Mike. I mean, we have Anthony Walker Jr., who is an excellent, like a coach on the field and great run defender. And is better against the pass this past season than what many people give him credit for. But Bobby Okereke just brings so much to the table, especially on passing downs. I'm going to be getting through that here shortly with a bunch of stuff, few clips, let you know what I think of him, show you what he brings to the Indianapolis Colts. But before I do, like I said, thank you so much for checking out my stream. Please hit like, because all the likes, that's analytics on YouTube. It allows YouTube to actually bring out this video for other people to watch. Subscribe. That way you are subscribed to me. You'll be let known, hey, when you'll be known. When you pop up on YouTube, it'll show you, hey, Lawrence has got a new video. If you hit the bell, you'll be notified immediately, especially when I go live, because I plan on, as soon as I hit 1K subscribers and Super Chat is enabled, I will be going live once a week. Once a week to go on a topic. You're going to want to hit that bell so that you'll know ahead of time. Now, I will schedule. It'll be a scheduled once a week thing. But first, I got to get to that 1K subscribers. So please, please, hit subscribe to me and share this on your social media so that I can hit that 1K mark, because that is so important. I've been enjoying the heck out of doing these streams. I love covering the Indianapolis Colts. I love covering the NFL in general. This is one of the best jobs I have ever had. And I want to continue doing it, but to do so, I need your help. But let's quit delaying, shall we? Let's actually start talking about Bobby Okereke, that linebacker for the Indianapolis Colts, who had a pretty darn good rookie season last year in 2019. Oh, here it is. All right, and here we are. Our first play that we're going to go over is actually Week 5 against Kansas City. Now, this is a game in which Darius Leonard did not play due to a concussion. He missed a couple weeks due to his concussion. I believe it was like Week 2 or something that they played, and he suffered a concussion. It's a very scary situation for Darius Leonard, but Okereke stepped in to play his position. Like I said earlier, he was comped like Darius Leonard. So, a lot of people thought, well, we might get the same kind of playmaking ability out of him as we did Darius Leonard. Now, in this, normally Darius Leonard plays the will. Occasionally, you'll see Darius Leonard play the mic. He'll flip it with Anthony Walker Jr., whereas, Anthony Walker will play on the outside at the will position. And this is exactly how you see here. As you see right here, we have Anthony Walker. And here's Bobby Okereke, right? And Bobby Okereke right now is playing Mike. You got a very big setup right now against Kansas City. Now, when this play happens, Okereke is completely out of the play. I mean, it's like half a football field away from him by the time the skill player ends up with the football. But there's a reason why you draft speed at linebacker. And it's not necessarily to take on the big guys up front. It is to be able to go sideline to sideline. Remember, Matt Eberflus does not accept any loafers on the field. So when he drafts speed, he wants you to be moving. Why? Because even if you're not within the area of the play when it begins, if you can get there by the time the play ends, you have a chance to make something special happen. And we see that here. Let's watch the play. All right, fake handoff, fake end around. It's a running back screen. Now, hold on. Let's go back. You know what? I'm sorry. Let's play this through. See what happens. Bam. Boom. Oh, there's a fumble out on the field. And Okereke has it. Okereke got the fumble. Now, this is pretty impressive. Like I said, here's Okereke. That's Willis moving over. Look who he's covering over the top of. Ain't that nifty? Tight end. Okereke. You got Walker here. Now, as this plays out, you got Okereke, you got Telesz. They have to pay attention to this reverse. And Okereke was ready. He's going to take that out. He's throwing the football now over here. Okereke is clean over here by the defensive end on the outside. Complete opposite side of the field. There's the dump. Running back catches the football. Okereke's not even on the screen anywhere. Like I said, no loafing. You draft linebackers who have speed for a reason. Go get them. Normally, you do not have any kind of way of making this play whatsoever. He makes a cut back in. There's Telesz, defensive end, and Okereke. That's impressive that Telesz and Okereke are side by side because that's a defensive end that runs like a linebacker. If you want to check out Telesz, you can go check out my breakdown on him as well. Boom! Odom, did you see that? Did you see Odom? Watch Odom's hand. The running back's not even paying attention. Odom's like, bam! Ball comes out. Okereke looks down. All of a sudden, the ball's kicked around. There's the football right there. Okereke looks down, just falls right down on top of it. Boom. Fumble recovery for a guy who wasn't even around the ball. Complete opposite side of the field. That's what you get when you have a relentless motor with speed. You may not be making the play, but you sure as heck can help finish it off. In a situation like this, yeah, it was a big play that happened, but it was a turnover, and he was there to drop on the football. So even though you're not there making a tackle for a loss, you're still making splash plays. This ended the Kansas City drive. This was a huge turnover in this game. This was a tone-setting turnover. Got Patrick Mahomes off the field, and it's one of the many reasons why the Indianapolis Colts upset the Kansas City Chiefs back in Week 5 of 2019. All right, Week 4, the Raiders. Another game Darius Leonard missed during that, whole situation with his concussion. At this point, Bobby Okereke, again, sitting there in the middle. You see him right here. He's sitting in the middle. Josh Jacobs is going to take this ball. He's going to cut outside. Not only is Bobby Okereke fast, straight line speed, the man's got really good lateral movement. He's able to move side to side very well while keeping his head up and reacting to what the player is doing in front of him. If he's able to move to the left or to the right, he's able to react to that incredibly fast. This makes for excellent run defense, especially up near the line of scrimmage. Let's take a look and see how this play turns out. Okereke here. Let's watch this in full speed. Boom, done. Good play. Excellent play. There's Okereke lined up right across. Watches. Bam. Excellent. Now, as you see, they're set up in a power I. Right? You got your two tight ends sitting over here, which means they're probably going to run to that strong side. You probably figure that's where they're going to go. So they're going to lean that way anyhow when this ball is snapped. Number 45, he's going to want to stay over here to help keep contained with Ben Banigou. Ball snap. Okereke's number one job is that tailback. He watches him. Watches. Which way he goes, he's going. He's watching. Now, it's opened up in front of him. He's got eye of line, that sight. All he's got to do now is step up and wrap. And he steps up, follows him, wraps right up around the midsection, and drives through, bringing him down. No gain on the run. Great tackle by Okereke. The kid does a great job of just following his man all the way down. Follows him down through the wash, looks for an opening, sees the opening. That blocker in front of him commits. The blocker commits to Anthony Walker right here. So he's able to step up and just drive through, bring him down right at the hips. Beautifully done by Bobby Okereke. When you not only have straight line speed, but you have lateral quickness, being able to move side to side without getting your feet tangled up, because sometimes that's a problem. And what helps a lot in that is your rope stuff, right? Also, what helps a lot with that is some of your sand moves, where you're moving through the sand, you're getting your calves and your ankles stronger. That allows you to move in different directions without a loss of speed. Great job. Great job by Bobby Okereke here. All right, so most of your special teams players, especially when you're punting or kicking off, are defensive players. And they're not always backups. If you got speed and athleticism, it doesn't matter. If you're a good tackler, it doesn't matter. You could end up being on special teams. Why do I say that? Well, there's number 26. That's Clayton Geathers. He was a starter last year. Right here, that's number 50. Yeah, that's Anthony Walker Jr. He's the starting middle linebacker for the Colts. Right here's Bobby Okereke. That's right. So let's watch and see how this play comes out. Because obviously, most people are like, special teams aren't that important. My butt, they're not important. You know, not only does that change field position, you can pin guys deep with proper positioning. You could switch everything about this game. And don't forget, high-speed collisions, my guy. High-speed collisions, you could come away with turnovers. And it's just like throwing a Hail Mary and getting the football, even though you're punting it. So let's watch. Keep an eye on Bobby. He's pushing number 52 there. Comes straight down the line. And if you watch, he catches the football, a little fake. Goes back inside. Bam. A lot of people there. Oh, my. You see? You see how he's got his arm up? That means somebody just recovered a fumble. There was a fumble on the field. Someone recovered. I told you. Now, obviously, I knew that fumble was going to be here because I picked this play on purpose. But let's go back and actually watch. Let's go back and watch this. All right. Now, there it is. Remember, keep an eye on Okereke. He's pushing number 52. Make sure he's not able to get through. They had to count in their head. Now, when that's happening, they're timing it. They're counting in their head while they're blocking. Okay, that way, once they get to a certain number in their head, then they can take off because they know that the ball's gone. Generally, you just hear from the boom that Rigoberto Sanchez and prior Pat McAfee, if you've ever been to a game, you know how loud the boom is when a punter kicks that football. It's like a shotgun went off. But anyhow, so the boom happens. And if you look, you notice how they're kind of wedged and they're spreading out in a wedge. Very interesting. even though the ball's coming all the way down here, because you can watch the guy who's receiving the football way down there at the bottom, they're out here on wedges. They're on wedges for a reason, because if he cuts this way, you need guys over here to tackle. Now, there's more blockers on this side than there are on this side, so he's probably going to go out towards the right. Gets the football. There's our guy, Okereke. Notice he's coming straight down just to make sure he doesn't cut left. He fakes to the left. Okereke watches. He cuts up the middle. Okereke now, he's trying to get to him. He knows he's going to have to go around this, so he goes around. Watch his hand. Watch that. Watch this right hand right here. It comes out. He comes around. He doesn't make the tackle. He reached out with his hand and grabbed the nose of the football and just yanked it out. That's right. Okereke's got long arms, and they're good for lots of stuff. Not only are they good for keeping blockers off of you because, you got your arms out. If your arms are longer than the blocker's arms, then they can't get their hands on you. All right, which means you can disengage from them a lot easier. That's how Darius Leonard works. It means you could reach out and deflect passes easier because you got more of a wingspan, you got more of a reach. You could reach out and knock passes down. Obviously, you could reach out and grab players a little easier. In this situation, you could reach that arm in, even though you're not got your arms wrapped around him, tackling him, you could reach that arm in, snag the nose of the football, and pull that sucker out. Or punch in, either way, He reached in, grabbed the nose of the football, and yanked that bad boy right out of there. And then you have a pile up for the football. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. And then Wilkins, of course, raises his arm, says, "Hey, we have the football." There he is, Wilkins. "We got the football." That's awesome. Special teams is so important. As you see, they got the ball back at the 34-yard line. Their own 34. Huge flip of field position for the Colts. On this play, Bobby Okereke is at his position that a lot of people believe he's great at, and that's the Sam position right over here. Right over here. Where Leonard's over here, Walker's here, Okereke's here. This is great. A true 4-3. And when this is on the field and you have Leonard, Walker, and Okereke on the field at the same time, you can't ask for a better triple combination at linebacker. Period. In the NFL. They're top 3 in the NFL linebacker. And you got to remember, Walker's in his, third, fourth year. You got Leonard going into his third year and Okereke going into his second. These are young, talented linebackers. Could be the core of the linebacker group for years to come. Now, with his speed, obviously, he might end up flipping with Walker a little bit more than normal, especially when they go into sub-packages like your nickel and stuff. But on this play, Okereke uses his speed and his arm length to his advantage to make a play. Let's get a good look at the play real quick. Tight end moves over. Linebacker shift. Sheard goes in. Ooh, nice move by Sheard. Oh, look at the fumble. He almost got his own strip. Almost got his own strip sack fumble, but just barely missed it. But that was okay because, Justin Houston was there. We all seen that play before. Now, let's watch this in slow-mo, see how this actually plays out. Okereke does a beautiful job using Jabal Sheard. using Jabal Sheard in this situation. Oh, by the way, that's Stewart right here. That's the big nose tackle that they have. His job, handle double teams. He does a great job doing it in this play right here. Now, Okereke lines out. Sheard moves in. Bam. And there's the hike. Now, as you see, double team. As I said, Stewart's handling that double team. Sheard cuts in. This tight end's trying to block him. He is going to try to block Walker in case he comes back through. Look at Okereke. He's already sprinting. Why? Because this blocker has got his back towards him. Sheard then cuts back outside, and that blocker is all kinds of messed up now. Watch that. Unreal. He cuts out. He cut him so badly that he can't even reposition himself to block Okereke. You got this guy here pulled. Had he not pulled, Sheard had himself a sack. But he pulled all the way around to hit that back inside. Now, this tight end should have Okereke, but what does Okereke do? He uses that lateral quick. Look how he planted that foot and went upfield to go around the linebacker. Remember what I said, lateral quickness? He did a great job right there, planting the foot. Sheard messed him up early. But that was okay because he knew he had backside help. But Okereke finished it up. He made him even worse off. Made him look double stupid when he planted right there. Bam. And cut upfield just enough. Just enough to go just around the tight end. Now Tannehill, who's actually a better scrambling quarterback than what you believe, feels the pressure and starts to run off to the side. Now, Okereke's just got straight great line speed, long arms, reaches in, slaps that football, knocks it out. Beautifully done. And not only that, but he knew he knocked the ball out. So instead of going down with the quarterback, as you see, he knocks it out. He knows he hit that. He's like, oh man, that ball's out. Instead of going down with the quarterback, he stays on his feet and follows the football. Watches, dives. Now, he misses it, but he did so in a way, if you also watch his arm, he goes for it with his right hand. He dives for it with his right hand. Why? Because he knows big number 22 is coming out this way. So if he misses it with his right hand, odds are he's going to knock the ball out this way instead of this way. And big number 22 is not going to have a chance. He missed it. Big number 99 instead gets the football, comes up. Bam, Colts football. Beautifully done by Bobby Okereke. Using his lateral quickness, his straight line speed, his arm length to get in, knock that football out, kept his balance enough to be able to locate the football, track it down, and try to go get it. He didn't get the hat trick, but he helped with the hat trick. Bobby Okereke is going to be a dangerous player once he learns one specific thing, and that's what I'm going to be showing next. Now, this is Week 16 against Carolina Panthers. In this game, Bobby Okereke had 10 tackles. 10. That's impressive. He could have done a lot better. And why? It's because he doesn't use his arm length to its full advantage. Early on in the season last year, he had a problem with not using his arm length in front of him to like I said earlier, get your hands on the blocker directly in front of you. That way, you got longer arms than he does. You keep his hands off of you, able to, disengage. He starts to learn this later on through the season after Leonard comes back from his concussion. I think he probably worked with him a little bit, got him to understand. Now he's got another issue. He needs to learn to use that arm length with his lateral sides. Someone that will teach him a lot with this is DeForest Buckner. The man is amazing at being able to use his arms to keep distance side to side as well as in front of him. Okay? On this play, because Okereke is unable, he doesn't use those arms to keep distance between himself and blockers and other players, he's pancaked. Just utterly. And he's not the only one. You know, when you have power guys on you, and you're a small linebacker like Okereke or Leonard or, you know, things of that nature, these big offensive linemen will just bowl you over and pancake you. Let's watch how this rolls out real quick. Keep an eye on Walker and Okereke. Boom! Boosh. Look at that. Just everybody and their mother is laying on the ground. The guy who makes the tackle, believe it or not, I believe is Gaithers. Yeah, right here. Christian McCaffrey's coming up through the hole, and Gaithers actually dives past all the pancake linebackers and safeties to get there. You notice who is standing up because he knows how to use his arms? Look at that. There's Darius Leonard. But if you watch, keep an eye on Okereke here. They're shifting this way. They see it happening. Here comes the lead blockers. Boom, boom, boom. Now, you look. Did you see that? Right here, he needs to have that left hand right in the middle of Walker's back. Instead, it's down low beside him. If he put his hand up around Walker's back, he would be able to separate himself and be able to take this block on full on. This would close the lane, make Christian McCaffrey cut outside, and Leonard could have an easy tackle for a loss. Instead, it's down by his side. And because you got two offensive linemen blocking out this, look at that. Two guys, 3 stones. All 3 of them just buried. Just buried. I love Bobby Okereke. I love, he's got great speed, lateral quickness, good eye for the football. He does not loaf at all. He goes 100% from the start of the whistle to the end of the whistle. He's actually learned how to block guys in front of him, keep players from blocking him out by using his arm length. Now he just needs to learn how to keep space between himself. He's not a running back. He's not trying to squeeze between tackles, right, and keeping his body skinny. No, he needs to create space because he's such a light, fast linebacker that even a solid bump from anyone is going to knock him over. He needs to be able to keep his balance, stay upright, because you can't make a tackle when you're on your back. So keep your hands up, keep your space out. Once he learns that down, I'm telling you, he's going to be a monster in this game as well, right beside Darius Leonard, and DeForest Buckner can help teach him that. I mean, the guy's 6'8", 300 pounds, and Buckner is a beast at being able to create space to allow him a straight line to make a play. So if he can get in with Buckner, even though Buckner is a defensive lineman, he can still use those same skill sets, that same ability that Buckner uses to help him in his own game. So I want to thank everybody that's been here watching my film breakdown of Bobby Okereke. If you enjoy this stream, please share on your social media. Bobby, if you happen to watch this, I love you, man. I'm expecting big things from you out of year 2. All right? Just give me a like, subscribe, and share. I would love shares. Like I said, I need 1,000 subscribers so I could go and do the live streams every week on a set schedule. That way we can cover a topic once a week. most likely we'll talk about the game that just played once that happens. But before then, maybe, we'll talk about general stuff. I'll answer questions, talk about things, whatnot. But I need subscribers. I've been putting out this material now for a few months. Having a lot of fun doing it. Love covering the Indianapolis Colts. Been a Colts fan since '84. So, I know what I'm talking about. I've sat here. I've had a lot of people show me how to break film down. I learned it myself. Self-taught on a lot of stuff. Now, granted, my uploads ain't the best, but until I could start getting a little bit more subscribers and stuff, so that I could actually start putting more effort into my uploads, it is what it is. Okay? Right now I have a full-time job. I'd love to have a full-time job just doing this and providing content for you guys. But in order to do that, right now, I just need subscribers. You guys help share this stuff out. Don't forget, in the description at the bottom, places you could follow me. And then, of course, we have Patreon and single-time donations. Every little bit helps in times like these. Okay? So I want to thank everybody for watching. Don't forget, check me out on Sportscaster as well. And until next time, I'm Lawrence Owen. This is Colts Law, and I want you to have a good one.
Just because a player's not a household name doesn't mean we can't make him a household name.